If we look at the back of worksheet 3, we'll see that the problems are set up a little differently. So if we're reading this problem, when steam, hot water, is passed over and reacts with iron, hydrogen gas, and iron 3 oxide are formed. How many moles of steam are needed to react completely with 100 grams of iron? Now what makes this problem different is they didn't give us the balanced equation, so we have to write it. So it says when steam or hot water, and it doesn't matter if it's hot, it's still water, so it's H2O. I'm going to put that blank there to remind me to check if it's balanced. So is passed over and reacts with iron. So it's reacting with iron. Hydrogen gas and iron 3 oxide are formed. Write my arrow. Hydrogen gas is H2 because it's a diatom. We're also producing iron 3 oxide. Now we have to be careful here because iron is a +3. The Roman numerals tell me that. Oxygen's a -2. So they're going to have to swap their charges. So we have iron 2 subscript and oxygen 3. Now if we check our balances, our hydrogens are the same, but our oxygens aren't, and neither are our irons. So to balance our oxygens, I'm going to have to put a 3 over here. That changes my hydrogens to 6. So I'm going to put a 3 over here. My iron, I need 2 on this side, so I'll put a 2 over here. And now I'm balanced. Now let's look at what the question wants us to solve for. So it says, how many moles of steam are needed to react completely with 100 grams of iron? So this is my given. So I'm going to go to iron. I'm going to put that box around it, and I'm going to write 100 grams, just to remind me of where I'm starting. And what I'm trying to solve for is moles of steam. If we remember, the steam is our water. So we want to know how many moles of this. So we're going to set up our problem. We have 100 grams of iron. We're going to put that over 1. Now, if grams of iron is up here, that's what's going to go down here. Grams can only be connected to moles, and it's only going to connect to 1 mole of iron. If I look up on the periodic table, it'll tell me there's 55.85 grams of iron. If I have moles of iron up here, I'm going to put moles of iron down here. And that can be connected to moles of water. So here's my mole ratio. If I look at my problem, for every 3 moles of water, there are 2 moles of iron. Now moles of water is what I wanted, so I'm done now, and I can just check that. If I cross out all like units, all I'm left with is moles of water. Multiply across, divide, and I would find that my answer is 2.686 moles of water.